Hi there, and welcome back to This Garden Bliss, celebrating our 30-year garden journey, Part 3. My name is David.
And I'm Claudia. Today we have a treat for you.
We have finally found and digitized our old 1994 moving in video. So let us begin. And here are the newlyweds. Taking on a whole new world. Great. And here is the garden tour from 1994. Lots of mud. They hadn't finished exactly the house just yet, as you can see, with all the work going on. Lots of dirt, boards, and concrete.
I don't quite remember the tractor there. I don't remember, all the action that was happening outside. And I definitely don't recall that the workers were still on the property working on the house. I was just too excited to get inside and...
Well, you were in the kitchen, you were unpacking.
Yeah.
And the boys were moving in.
And our friend was filming all this that's happening outside the house. And the pile of dirt there.
That's for the grading I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. So the front lawn, the side lawn looked like this on moving day.
On moving day. And it must have rained because there was lots of water. As you can see with any new building, it still needs a lot of work. Yes, the wonderful garden bed, yet to be. Just love it. And that's what it looks like
in
today.
2006.
In 2006, right.
So this is the blank canvas that we started with. It was nice to have the dust and the rubble removed. And so the close-up shows that even in the very early stages, 1 year later, I had a little garden bed going there.
Yep. It's a cedar, is it not?
It's a cedar.
And the first cutting of the grass
was juniper, actually.
Juniper, okay. I don't know my shrubs. And the back lawn looks just as pretty as the front lawn in 1996, with the fences have gone in now. And another beautiful little garden. The backyard shows that absolutely nothing has been done. And it's, again, a blank canvas for us to do as we will. And you can see the dark green line in the grass where the drainage is for the lawns and people down the way there. It was going to be a future problem for us that we dealt with, as you'll see later in the video.
We did have the fence in now.
Yes. We were inspired by this magazine, Garden Rooms, which gave us a great idea how to lay out the backyard, and drawing first and implementing it later.
Creating a garden sanctuary. It felt like the perfect solution for us. The garden as a sanctuary that indulges your senses, in a garden that protects and provides nourishment for the soul. This is said by Joanne Wolfe. Perfect solution for us. So we took the builder's concept drawing, and what I'm showing here is the north, south, west, and the greenhouse kitchen, the extension kitchen, and the circular patio that we wanted to use to soften those sharp lines. So in my concept drawings, the whole garden bed, we wanted it to connect into each space. We decided to do these garden rooms, the pergola, the deck, then the northern retreat, and then connect all the different rooms so they will be in unity with each other.
And having grass there just connects everything in one long walk around.
Well, right in the middle of this backyard, we had to make sure that the drainage continues to flow right out through the property, which the grass path helps to lead you into the northern retreat, but also nothing could be below ground level. We couldn't dig on that side of the yard.
Starting at the garden gate, a special arbor was made for us to celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary. After installing the arbor, we had to do some research on what to plant for something fast-growing and showy.
The silver lace vine blooms in September, and so clematis was also added for some interest in the spring, because the silver lace vine throughout the summer months is beautifully in green, but we need to wait for fall for the show.
The pergola sits right inside the gate, and we've enjoyed many, many summers sitting by the table there, a few glasses of wine, enjoying our evening.
But that was not my vision. My vision was roses covered the entire structure. It was a perfect location. It was sunny, and I worked on the soil and planted the roses. However, in the 1990s, we were in Ontario, Zone 5. And in Zone 5, our winters were brutal. My heart was broken. The roses didn't survive. And, I carried on and experimented. What did survive was the clematis. And in later years, we added grapes.
That's
Grapes
right.
were added
Yep.
later on. The foliage of the trees in the boulevard continued to grow and overshadowed, and I made this area the best I could. And then came 2020. It was a surprise.
Yes, for our anniversary, I bought a greenhouse that we assembled and pulled into and underneath the pergola, and it fit within an inch to spare.
It was repurposed. This area now provided a wonderful area for me to grow plants
Anything.
from seeds.
And you helped me with the electrical. We have heat and we have light in there. Oh,
The clematis did
right.
very well.
Yep.
And the grapes matured and started providing
A bounty.
a bounty, which I took full advantage of. Families came over to pick the grapes from this vine, and I had the task of providing jam
Yeah, it tasted great.
for the family, and that was a great experience. It took some time. Now, looking back, the Northern Retreat provided an escape from the everyday world, the everyday life. It became a sanctuary from troubles, your life's troubles, a complete environment for relaxation right in our own backyard.
The one thing I missed most was the sound of water, and I really wanted some evening lighting. So I went about and started with the Northern Retreat. This has got to be one of my favorite spots. The lighting really enhances the evening garden beds, and it sets the mood.
This magnolia that we planted in the backyard was a special magnolia. I did a research on it. It needed to love water. This tree needed to be able to survive in water, because up until this point, the backyard to the left, nothing survived. Trial and error, we needed to put in a deck because nothing else would survive.
And it's a beautiful tree right outside our patio doors. As the magnolia grew, we knew only one thing, that we wanted to sit in its shade. So I showed Claudia how to excavate the soil and the rocks and get ready for some crushed limestone and some pre-cut cast concrete. And I came home one day and it was all done. I didn't.
Girl power.
That's right. I didn't have to do a thing.
Happy Cafe.
Happy Cafe. And it was, again, another shady spot to sit in the 4 garden rooms that we have. Wow, look at that. This magnolia blooms in April and provides shade on the patio and over the yard. The deck was a great solution for a wet corner of the backyard. We added river rock and a weeping bed to help with the drainage in that area. In 2007, we decided to rebuild and repurpose the deck because the kids had grown up and it was time to find another place to drink our wine. At first, we started with a garden box on the left there and moved the toy box over to the left, took down the rail, and added a few stairs to the right. And, well, I liked it, except in time we're going to flip that box over and turn it into a garden bed eventually. So here, the drainage rock is still there, and the tree is still trying to grow, and it was still a struggle. So in time, we rebuilt the deck and put in a waterfall, as you'll see is yet to come. The old boards were starting to rot, but it was great to see that the cross beams were still in great shape. The new boards were bought when timber was cheap, and Claudia stained them in the garage, and they turned out great. And as you can see, the deck and the garden box look great, and it's cozy for the 3 of us to sit. I really wanted to have the sound of waterfall in the backyard, not just a fountain. So Claudia decided to make a drawing here, which really shows us the layout and how it's going to wrap around and up to the deck, in a manner of speaking.
My dream of having a pond was not going to happen because we couldn't dig. We had to have a above ground waterfall, so therefore it was a wishing well waterfall. My friend Liz donated all these stones for the foundation of our wishing well waterfall.
I think that's 4-inch flagstone that she gave us. That was
36 of them.
Yeah.
And below that were the original gravel and river rocks, facilitating drainage that would move right through the yard freely. And we could still acquire the dream of having the sound of water.
Yes. And it also holds all that weight that we use with the blocks there.
A solid foundation for a waterfall. So if you can't dig, you just build up.
But that was a lot of research. That was about a year, I think, for us.
A year of research, but it was well worth it. So now we're going to move over to the patio. And the story of the patio, all we needed was shade. That was one of the first things we showed in part 1. And as the magnolia grew, it gave us some shade, but we found this wonderful sun shelter, and we bought several of them so we could rotate from year to year, and that provided the shade we needed over the formal dining area.
It was a hot spot.
And where I couldn't grow roses over the pergola, I now can grow it on the wall.
And all the way up to the bedroom.
The bedroom window, 15 feet high, and I was very happy.
And around the formal dining area, we had some drainage issues as well. So I excavated, dug out, and put in some pre-cut concrete slabs that you'll see here. And it leads into the back of the garage at the back there.
The work never ends.
Yeah,
it never ends.
That's
You're
right.
always tweaking and improving the landscape. We waited 28 years to make this big change that we've always wanted to do. We removed the bricks in this extension area of the kitchen that resembled a sunroom. The only thing was we didn't have enough sun. and therefore just removing these bricks and build 2 huge windows would be a dream come true. And we were able to make this happen. To prepare for this bold venture, we removed the lattice and trimmed down the Japanese maple, which I grew myself. So it was heartbreaking, but I was destined not to dig it out. So it was pruned down, branches were removed to allow for the windows to go in.
Mm-hmm. Quite the job, quite the job. From the kitchen, you can see all the garden rooms and lets in all the light.
The Japanese maple survived. It's now forced to grow into a much smaller shrub. From this angle, she's doing well. It's 2 years later. We have the natural lighting in the kitchen. We have the garden that blends seamlessly into the garden rooms. In April, we had a surprise snowfall in 2022. The magnolia was in full bloom, and then it snowed, making for a magical moment. We had a magical snowfall early in the morning, and I had to just run out with the iPad and capture this magical moment because we had just uncovered all the furniture in the backyard.
Bad timing.
So today, the garden serves the community. We are encouraged to participate in fundraisers and open the gates to the backyard and the front yard to garden tours for a variety of different fundraisers. This book was given to us in 1998 for our very first front yard garden tours. It's really encouraged us to reach out into the community and serve our community for fundraising events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been fun.
And so join us on our journey
Yep.
as we continue we have a new journal, and we continue on to our next chapter of our garden journey. We have many milestones to celebrate this year.
Yes, I am turning 65 and I am retiring. Yay!
And we will be celebrating our 30th
Our 30th.
our 30th wedding anniversary
In the fall.
in September, Labor Day weekend. So stay with us. We're going to be getting the garden ready for that garden party event. We're also going to be taking you along with us in the summer months to a variety of different events, lavender festivals, and sharing with you some wonderful secret areas that we've discovered last year in Ontario. So as we walk you through the final steps of our garden adventure, this is a place where
The birds come and visit, and it's fantastic.
the birds and family come and visit. And we would love to continue with you on this journey. I want to thank so many subscribers who have told us, this is a very special,
Blessed magical place, somebody said.
very special to have a garden for 30 years, and that's really inspiring for us that we've been able to stay here and watch this garden grow. And so we would like to take you along with us.
And I thank you for watching.
Our garden journey became the story of us, because when we started, we didn't know who we were to become. We didn't know the joy of gardening. Have a wonderful day. May your life be blessed. May you be encouraged to start your own garden journey, and see you soon.